Hello, this is Truth Be Told Transformation, and I'm Bonnie Burkert, here to share tools for transformation to live your highest truth. So one thing that's true for me is that coming together in a gathering definitely raises the vibe. So we're going to talk about a really extraordinary gathering that's happening in Southern California this summer solstice time. And to do so, one of the hosts and producers of the event, I am welcoming the one and only Jimmy Church. Jimmy!
How you doing, Bonnie?
I'm groovy.
How you doing?
I am so great, and I am so excited to know that you are going to be involved with DisclosureFest. That's what we are talking about, and you know, it's got an interesting name, DisclosureFest, because one might think that that's going to be predominantly UFO speak, and yet...
Sure.
And yet, it is so much more. So please tell me about your involvement and bringing the community together.
Yeah. Okay. All right. And by the way, Bonnie, just so you know,
yes, Jimmy,
the universe is a trippy thing, and for you and I to go full circle in a 40-year sense is pretty trippy. And the audience right now is going, what's Jimmy talking about? Bonnie knows. And Bonnie, by the way, my T-shirt says, I don't feel tardy. So that's...
Thank you for the clarification.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so let's back up for a second. My status in the community and what I do, because the community is large, and you're right? You've got UFOs, you've got awakening, you've got consciousness, and you've got the paranormal and the supernatural and time travel and lost history and all of these things that fall under an umbrella, right? So my thing in that community is I try to collect knowledge and interview and do things and film and TV and all of that for the community and turn around and give that back. Adrian Vallera became a friend of mine about 10 years ago. And with DisclosureFest, so this is how it all happened. We were standing outside talking, and he goes, I got this idea. And I said, okay, well, what is it? Well, I want to do this thing. I want to do a festival, and I want to call it DisclosureFest, and I want you to be a part of it. I want you to partner up with me, and we'll do this thing. And you've got your platform, and I'll build this thing. We'll do this thing together, and boom, we'll merge. I said, well, it's one of those things, Bonnie, where people talk, right? And we do it all the time. And then it's who takes the next step and actually gets stuff done. That's the difference between people, right? And Adrian gets stuff done. And it was like, so this is what I did. I was like, yeah, sure, man, I'm all in, whatever. And this is going to go nowhere. It was about a month later. It's like, okay, man, I got a park in downtown LA. I got the state of California backing this. I got the city backing this. I've got this. It's go time. I was like, really? And the next thing you know, we have 35 acres in downtown LA. I think the first year we had 5,000, 6,000, 7,000 people there.
I was there.
The next year we had 10,000, and then the next year we had 15,000. And then we peaked out right before the stuff, happened in 2020. You don't need to go into that, but 22,000 people. We took that, we took it to Las Vegas, and we did it at the Luxor Hotel last year. We're back in LA this year, and we are at Castaic Lake. And Adrian has a way of not only bringing the community together, but because he also comes from the music industry, and he likes to think big. He knows how to think big and how to get the word out. And it's all about marketing, right? And promotion. And he's really, really good at that. And he turned around and he got 60 acres at Castaic Lake. He got us the beach. We've got all the stages and everything else. Now, it's tailored around, everything is is of service to others. So yes, we're feeding the homeless, and we're cleaning the beaches, and we're planting trees, and we're doing grid work, but it's all centered around a mass meditation. And that part of it, when we bring all of these beautiful souls together, we do it for and with a bunch of different reasons. So we've got music, we've got yoga, we've got teaching, we've got knowledge, we have guest speakers. Like this year, we've got Billy Carson, and we've got 19 Keys, and a whole long list of great, amazing speakers. And when you combine all of that and get that together, everybody is there for one reason, to give back to humanity. And when you meditate with that many people together, here's the crazy thing, Bonnie, and you and I have been friends for a long time. This is what happens. And I know this to be a fact. So I get up on stage, and I've got 10,000 people in front of me. And I bring out, and I tell everybody I've got a loud voice. Now we're going to meditate. Okay, so now let's bring Jimmy down. Let's focus here. Bring out Adrian, and some this, and we set the tone. We set the thing. I walk off the stage, and this meditation starts. And I know that somewhere in New York City, walking down the street, is some cranky, grumpy old man. And he's just walking down the street. Me in 10 years, by the way. But anyway, just walking. And then all of a sudden he goes, oh, I feel pretty good. What was that? That's the power of meditation. And we have measured this around the world. We're doing it again this year. We're going to do the meditation, and we're going to look at everything around the world. We're going to look at crime rates. We're going to look at weather. We're going to look at attitudes. We're going to look at events and global things and see what was before and what was after. And that's what the Mass Meditation Initiative is all about. Global change. And it's, how do I say this? I ride a Harley, okay? I've got guitars behind me. I'm kind of a rough and tumble guy with a big voice and all of this. But meditation's real, right? You know what I mean?
Well, right. You don't have to be wearing a robe and holding crystals to be a meditator.
You don't. You do not. And what you know what I do, and I'm sure you do the same thing. But when I go out on my bike, I don't have Bluetooth. I don't have radio. It's me, the engine, and my head, right?
Yeah.
And so you're just out and you're just driving through the desert, and you go Zen.
Right.
You go there. You get into the zone. It's just you and your thoughts. And now that's my form of meditation, but people do it in their own way all of the time. And it's very effective. It's very fun, and it's a real thing to do. But to get to your inner self and talk to yourself and get isolated in your own thoughts and your own head is an amazing thing to do. I do it every single day, and it's a very important part of this initiative. But the other part about DisclosureFest, which is great, is we've got music. We've got the premiere of Billy Carson's new TV series. We're going to be showing that on Anunnaki. We've got yoga classes that are going to be going on. We have all kinds of indigenous interaction and participation that's going to be going on. We're going to have a ceremonial fire that is going to be lit and continuously burn for the entire weekend. It's on summer solstice. And here, you know what the best part, Bonnie? You haven't said anything in 15 minutes. I'm not reading off of a script.
No.
You know, this is such a beautiful thing, and I'm just so excited about it, and I can't stop talking about it. I cannot. And so,
well, there's much to talk about for sure. And I mean, Jimmy, one of the things that I know that you do with your show Fade to Black so beautifully is community. I mean, that's a huge part of what Adrian has created and I know that Disclosure Fest, it's not only about this festival, it is also about all kinds of beautiful events to help homeless in downtown LA, as well as tree plantings, which I know you also mentioned, things for the earth. And so I appreciate that. And, Jimmy, you are such a connector through all these different communities. I mean, you joined Tony Sweet and me last year for our first Parapod Festival. We did our own event up in the same area near in Santa Clarita, which is where Lake Castaic is. And so I just would like to, express my appreciation and strengthen numbers, right? I mean, that's what we're doing here.
It's all about community. And in any way, I mean, Tony's really, really good at connecting people and putting things together. Adrian's really good at that. That's what you do too, as well. And when people look to me for assistance, they understand that. Yeah, okay, I've got to reach into the community. But that isn't what is most important. What is most important is the community kind of digs what I say, right? And so when you know what I mean, there's a level of trust, and they resonate with that. And so Tony, yeah, he gets that. You get that. Adrian gets that. The community gets that, and we just all come together. But I'll say this, all right, and I'm just not blowing smoke. There is something that follows Bonnie. So what you need to do, everybody, go to Disclosure Fest. You'll see Bonnie walking around, or anything that when she's out there. Watch Bonnie. This ray of sunshine is constantly lighting her up. And I know where she is. If I'm in a crowd, I just look for the beam of light, and at the bottom of it is Bonnie Burkert. She's right there. And Bonnie, you give back to the community, you glow, and your soul and who you are is just amazing. So thank you for everything that you have done for us in the community.
Namaste, Jimmy Church. Thank you. Come on my show every week. This is fun. I like this. No, I appreciate it. And, we are just trying to raise the vibe. It's tricky out there. And I think it's one thing that I heard you and the Leo King say on your show last night. We were talking about how everyone's so busy and the importance of connecting, and you both said how when you walk by on the street that you'll smile, like you'll have a moment and smile at the person that you're passing by, and you both agree. It's like, I do that, I do it too. And I know I do that too, because even little things like that could just help shift somebody. And so on and so on and so on.
You can change somebody's life. And just by doing that, I'll give an example before I get out of here, and I don't want to take up everybody's time. And I do have a very difficult problem with shutting up. I can't seem to do it. But I was getting here it is. Just lead by example, right?
Right.
I'm getting new tires put on my Jeep. I'm at the tire store. This is the last month. And so that's going on. And while I'm at the counter with the manager and we're talking about stuff, this lady comes in, little lady, and she walks by and she goes up to the counter and she's talking to somebody over here. And I overhear her say, "I've got 4 bald tires. I take the 2 baldest off and replace them. I need 4, but I'm a teacher and I don't have the money." And so I hear this and I turn to the guy. She doesn't know. She doesn't know me. And I said, "Do you have all 4 tires in stock?" And he goes, "I do." I said, "Okay, put 4 tires on a car." And she goes, "No." I said, "You are a hero." But no. I said, "Do not listen to her. You put 4 tires on her car and give me the bill right now. And I turned to the manager and I said, give me the bill. And I get the bill immediately and I pay for it. My truck is done like a minute later. And I turned to her. I said, just have a great day. And I walked out. She doesn't know who I am. She doesn't know my name. I'm a complete stranger. And at that moment, so I go out and so this school teacher who couldn't, she was able to drive with 4 brand new tires on her car with nothing on her mind, right? Safety and things, and life is good. And she's able to go, that was crazy.
Right.
And that kind of stuff never happens. But that's not what's important here, Bonnie. You know what's important? The gift was to me.
Yeah.
The gift was, she got tires. Yeah. Okay. The universe gave me an opportunity at that moment. And I couldn't believe I seized it. So I was able to go and get in my car and pull out of there and smile.
And how great did you feel?
Right.
You felt amazing.
The gift was mine.
That was like one of the, I love that. It's one of the highest of the highs. And Jimmy, I'll point out that teacher is going on to teach hundreds and hundreds of kids through her life, maybe thousands. And then how does that go? So
I hope she went.
Resilience.
I hope she went to school and got in front of her class and said and told the teachers and everybody else going, and this dude dressed in black, right? just like that, and drove off. Who was he? I don't know. And that's what you do. Mystery man.
You know what?
Yeah,
that's a new moniker for you. I like that. You got to own that. Jimmy, fantastic story. And I really, really appreciate you, taking some time to tell us that personal anecdote as well as, the big picture of what you're doing with your shows. Longtime fan right here. And can't wait to see you at Lake Castaic in just a couple of weeks.
Bonnie, you're the best. Give my best to Tony, and I'll see you out there.
Cheers, Jimmy. Thanks so much. All right, we'll see you soon. Hey, everybody. All right, Tony, do we have Adrian here? No. The organizer, Adrian Vallera, also is doing some amazing work along the way. As Jimmy said, that he is the leader of the mass meditation that takes place. It's the whole reason for being for DisclosureFest. But at the same time, we're having an amazing time with music, yoga classes. You'll see on other episodes of my show some of the speakers that will be there working to raise the vibe. And so I just want to let everybody know that it's DisclosureFest.org. The dates are June 21st, 22nd, 23rd. There's going to be Solstice celebration. There's going to be a full moon ceremony. And it's really a gathering of the tribes. And as Jimmy just said, we are looking to raise the vibe. And through that many people coming together to meditate on what we need on this planet, hey, we're looking to make a difference. So I thank you for now. I think we're going to be signing off for this episode of Truth Be Told Transformation. Again, if you have any questions for us, we'd love to hear from you always. Don't forget to join Tony on Fridays at 3 p.m. Pacific. Robert Hensley also has new episodes every week, letting us know the latest on new books and other topics of the moment. I'm Bonnie Burkert, and, I'm really quite flattered to have Jimmy say the kind things that he did. I'm just really grateful to be here and to share with you some of these people that I feel are doing amazing work, because we're really just trying to make a difference one at a time, because one person, one small story, and one small thing that we do for each other can perpetuate far and wide. So let's do that, everybody. Until the next time, shine on.